Hey YouTube, it's your girl Shirley Miss Jerry. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Williams Us 1969. Welcome in, y'all. Y'all, I'm going to get straight to the video. That way we can go ahead on and leave, and I'm going to try to catch y'all up on everything that's been going on with Miss Jerry. Okay, as y'all know, I got my implant arch implanted. So with me getting my implant arch implanted, y'all, I didn't realize that I had to learn how to talk all over again. I got to learn how to hold my mouth all over again, because when I didn't have my implant arch in my mouth, my mouth was crooked over, and I didn't realize it. And I'm like, what's going on? So I mainly just been sitting still, and I've been praying and talking to the Lord and asking the Lord, what direction do I take from here? Y'all, I want to talk for 1 minute about YouTube, because I promised the Lord and I promised myself that I wasn't going to really dab into YouTube no more. I was just going to leave YouTube alone and just whatever happens, let it happen. Y'all, we're not, this me saying this. This is not the Lord. I'm still prayerful, and I'm still praying and asking the Lord, but I don't think I'm gonna meet my monetary goal this year in 2025, because YouTube is not allowing me to. Y'all, where I used to post 3 and 4 shorts and then do a 20-minute video, that used to bring me almost 3 to 4 watch hours. Y'all, they took it down to 1 watch hour a day. When I got to 1,993 watch hours, they took it down to 1 watch hour a day. Sure did. Sure did. I don't know what's going on. I don't care to know. I know it's a lot. It's a lot of prejudice going on that's involved in this. You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at the other ethnicities and I look at the work that they done, it's unmatched to the to the content that I have put out in 2024, 2025 physical year. So what they doing, I don't know. I don't care. All I'm going to do is keep on trusting God, and I'm going to keep on dropping my content. And when I get this back together where I can talk and do what I need to do for the Lord, I'm just going to continue my journey. When things surpass your understanding, you turn it over. You let go and you let the Lord. You understand? Because He the only one that's able to unrule and chastise unhinged beings. Y'all understand? We don't have no control over that. Just keep on trusting God. Vanlife. I'm going to tell y'all something. I got a 16-quart refrigerator, and I didn't want a big refrigerator, y'all, because when the more room you got, the more stuff you go and buy, the more money you wasting. And that's not the purpose of van life. Van life is so you can reach a mental, monetary, physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever kind of journey you own. You understand? That's what van life and RV life and all of that's for. It's to get you to a better place financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, if you allow it to do that. Okay? So with that being said, I got a 16-quart refrigerator. And I don't have it where you can separate the refrigerator from the freezer. Everything is in one compartment. So When you got everything in one compartment, the stuff that you want to freeze, you put that in first. The stuff you want to just stay super cold, like your mayo, your pickles, and all that other stuff, you put that on the second layer. The stuff you want to just stay refrigerator temperature, like your eggs, your butter, your fruit, your vegetables, you put that on last, okay? Put that up on top. Y'all, I layered my refrigerator that way. A long story short, I had to throw away a lot of food this weekend. And that's not the purpose of van life. The purpose of van life, like I said before, for me, is to get myself together financially, physically, and emotionally, and spiritually. Okay, that's my purpose. Because me and my husband, we good. I have no qualms about my husband. Me and my husband, we good. Next year, I'm gonna do 2 years in van life, y'all. I'm coming out of van life probably January of 2027. I'm gonna come out of van life, and I'm going back with my husband. But we're not going back into renting. We're gonna go back into land ownership and owning some things. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of our van life journey and our separation journey, is so when we come back together, we can have all the problems in the world, but financial won't be one of them. Okay, now, with that being said, if you got a refrigerator and you cannot separate your cold, your freezer from your regular refrigerator, y'all only buy the food that you're gonna cook for a few days at a time. Don't go out and buy a lot of stuff, because you're gonna lose it. You see what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have cooked my steak yesterday, I only bought 2, y'all. I cooked one, to celebrate seasons, and then I cooked one yesterday. If I wouldn't have bought if I wouldn't have cooked my steak yesterday, I would have lost my steak. I would have lost it. I lost my sweet potatoes. I lost my onion. You cannot buy tomatoes. You cannot buy salads. You can't buy that type of stuff. You can't buy lettuce and all that other stuff when you do not have a big, a refrigerator that separate your regular refrigerator food from your freezer. So when you only got the type of refrigerator that I have, then you have to buy your food based on 1 to 3 days at a time. Anything else over that, babe, is overkill, and you gonna lose. And trust me, you do not want to get out here and start buying stuff and losing stuff in van life. That's defeating the purpose. Okay. When I leave Papoose today, because I'm getting the last finishing touches done on Seasons to make sure Seasons is ready for the road. Okay. Once I finish doing that and I go get her detailed, once I get her detailed and get her fully ready, then I'm going to introduce Seasons to y'all. Okay. Let me see what else I want to talk about. I have a Mr. Buddy heater, y'all. I'm getting ready to go and purchase. I'm trying to find a 10-gallon propane tank. 15 gallons of propane for me is over the top. just to burn my Mr. Buddy heater. I'm trying to find a 10-gallon propane tank. If I can't find a 10-gallon propane tank, I'm going to have to let the 15-gallon propane tank do. Y'all don't get out here in van life and don't think you're not going to need a propane tank, because yes, you are. Those little green cylinders of propane that you buy, y'all, I went through 4 of those, cost $18 and some change. So you may as well say right at $20. So 8 of them probably gonna cost you like about $40-some and some change. Well, you factor in, okay, what if you run into 2 or 3 days of cold weather? You see what I'm saying? You're gonna waste way more money buying those green cylinders to burn your Mr. Buddy heater than you will just buying a propane tank for $60 plus tax, and it come already filled. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about no more propane, especially in a conversion van like Seasons. Y'all, I can burn 2 of those cylinders. One of those cylinders lasts you anywhere from 3 to 4 hours. 2 to 3 hours at the most, I'm gonna say. If you run into a cold day and you got to burn it all day, you gonna go through 8 of those. You gonna go through 8 of those, because 8 of those you will have to burn to keep your Mr. Buddy heater going for 24 hours. So that's $40 worth of propane gone already. When you can purchase a propane tank and purchase the nozzle for the propane tank to go to your Mr. Buddy, it ain't but $19 at Walmart. When I get the propane tank and get ready to alter it to fit the Mr. Buddy, the only place I can put the propane tank and let it fit comfortably will be up here in the front. And because I put the propane heat, I put my Mr. Buddy heater right here in between me and Cutie Pie seats. So that's the only place I could put it that I can put it comfortably, and it won't look like I'm overcrowded in my van. So yeah. So y'all think about that. That's another thing you want to think about when you get ready to go into van life. That's one thing you absolutely gonna need, or you gonna waste a lot of money buying those little green cylinders of propane. You gonna waste a lot of money. Trust me when I tell you that. Now, if you buying those just to run your Coleman camp stove, you good. Because my Coleman camp stove, y'all, it cooks so good. It take more time for me to prep the cook than it do to actually cook. Because, and I mean, if you use that much of the propane out of the green cylinder trying to run your Coleman camp stove, you good. One of those cylinders, if you using it just to cook with, you probably can depending on how much you cook, you probably can use one of those stoves, and you probably can cook off of one of those probably for like a week with no problem. But it's that Mr. Buddy where you gonna run into the problem at. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna purchase 8 green cylinders just for cooking purposes only. Then I'm going to purchase my propane tank for the purposes of keeping my van heated. Just like we got a cold front coming up here in Ohio. We got a cold front coming tomorrow. How long it's gonna last, I don't know. I didn't get a chance to turn on the TV and look at the news this morning because I'm trying to be the first one over here at Papoose shop, because they got to remove the heat shield off of Seasons because it rattles so loud. Then when I turn, I got this noise that I'm hearing when I turn the steering wheel. So I'm trying to get over here so they can diagnose what that is and they can remove this heat shield. So therefore they can hear it, diagnose it, and fix it. So we can be ready for the road. If I don't leave out this weekend, we will be leaving the early part of next week. This is absolutely our last weekend here in Ohio. And we will not be back in Ohio probably until probably the summer, when I got to come back for my annuals. Other than that, me and Cutie Pie, we won't be back in Ohio. That's the reason I'm trying to make sure that mechanically Seasons is ready for the road. We ain't got to worry about nothing. I just got to go and let her get a good bath and get her ready. And we out of here, y'all. We on our way to Tennessee. We're going to be in Tennessee for 3 weeks. I'm going to try to do as much commentary as I can in Tennessee. When we leave Tennessee, we on our way to Selma. We on our way to historical Selma, Alabama, where I was born and raised, for Thanksgiving. So I want y'all to come on, and I want y'all to join me there for Thanksgiving. Mr. Jerry, he's going to meet me in my hometown. Y'all going to meet my mom. My mom is deceased, but I haven't been to her grave yet since she been deceased. And my heart is longing to go see my mom. And I'm going to take my husband and I'm going to take my YouTube family along with me. Me and my husband, we going to walk across that famous bridge, the Edmonds Pettis Bridge in Selma, Alabama. I'm going to try to show y'all as much history about Selma as I can. I'm going to try to get in as much commentary as I can this weekend about Cleveland. I'm going to try to close up all the gaps in Cleveland that we didn't get to see. I'm going to try to do all of that, y'all. Y'all got my word on it. If y'all don't see my face, because it's hard for me to talk, and I'm trying my best because I'm trying to still be hopeful and reach this milestone before 2026. And the only way that's going to happen, I got to keep on trusting God, and I got to keep this train rolling. All right, y'all. Y'all, we 19 minutes. We 19 minutes in. I don't want to go over. My mouth is getting tired of talking. I got to get my jaws back used to this. As anything, you know what I'm saying? When you got to take out things that the Lord gave you, and you got to alter it with worldly things, you got to go through it to get to it. But once you get through it and you done got to it, you okay. But through all things, do what? Delight yourself in the Lord and let him walk before you. That way, when you start on your journey, it won't be so hard to get through it. Amen. I love y'all. Y'all just stay with the Lord. Stay with Miss Jerry, because the best is yet to come. I got my hair tied up, y'all, because it's cold. I can't stand for my head to be cold. If you like that, drop a amen in the comments. When it's cold, it ain't about looks, baby. It's about keeping warm and staying in the presence of Most High. Bye, y'all. Have a good day. And I'm going to talk to y'all again soon. I'm going to drop another video later on today on Cadell. Since I'm over here, Cadell Recreation Center, where Tamir Rice lost his life. I'm going to drop that video today. Bye, y'all. Stay blessed. Stay with the Lord. Love y'all. Bye. Bye.